Okay, so in our last class, we have seen we defined some requirement, right? We started looking into the report, basic report, okay, how to create a simple report. So in order to create a simple report, we defined our requirement. We were supposed to get the data from the Mara table based upon the material type and creation date, okay, and this is the output which we were supposed to get. This field name may be yeah, it's not correct, AEDAT it seems. So just let me check and I will correct it over here. Okay, and then in order to learning this basic report, there we also learned about the select option, how it looks like. So select option is nothing but it is an internal table with a header line containing the field sign, option, low, high. So select option behaves like an internal table, right? It is having 4 fields: sign, option, low, high. Very important interview question. We'll have to remember this part. So in sign you are having including and excluding. Either you can include or you can exclude. Okay. In option you have various option, right? Equal to, greater than, or equal to, less than, or equal to, greater, less than, not equal. So such option is there. In low, you know that this is the low value and this is the high value. Okay. To use the select option in the select query, we have to use the in clause, right? We have seen that we have to use the in clause over there. Let's go to the system and we will be having a quick recap of our last program, and then we will move ahead and we will see some new interesting stuff in our today's class. Go to AC38. This is the program I have created. By mistake I have given 03 APR. It should be ZMB28. Okay, I'm just going to correct this one. Later I realized that 20th ZMB28 demo 23. This maybe we can keep. Just let me check which is the available name we are having. So ZMB28 star F4. So the last program with 28, we are having the 20th. So 21 I will use over here. Copy ZMB28. ZMB28. It was APR or ZMB28 is fine. Simply demo 23. Click on this copy button. Sorry, just a second. Demo 21. Copy. So in your program, if you want to copy all the option, you can select. I don't have any variant or something like that, so simply I have clicked on copy button. Okay, we'll come over here and we have seen that this is the ERSDA is the field name which is for creation of material. So I'll just correct this one, ERSDA. Okay, so this is the ERSDA. Okay, now yesterday we created one structure, and based upon this structure we created internal table and work area, right? This is we saw that load of program is the first event which gets triggered. Then after initialization, right, we are having the parameters, select options, add selection screen. So these are the different events we are having, right? Initialization, generally we use to initialize the value like this. You can use over there. Though initialization is not mandatory to use, at many places you will, if you were not going to use initialization, it's okay, like your requirement is going to get fulfilled. Okay, but if you have to do the validation, if you have to do the validation, you must have to give this at selection screen. Then there it becomes mandatory. Okay. So just we should understand how we can use this one, and whenever we feel that some requirement is there of the particular event, we can go and you can use. You might have observed in our last in some last some programs, I was not using any kind of event, still I was able to show you the demo, right? But based upon the requirement, once you understand what is the significance of this event, you will be in better position to use this event as per your requirement. Fine. So we have seen yesterday this part. We were able to print the output, right? If let me run once again this one, press F8. Okay, just press F8 and press F8. Nothing is coming. You can see that nothing is coming. Why nothing is coming? Because I have used this add selection screen event and everything is running in add selection screen only. So if you want to get it printed, you must have to use the start of selection or end of selection. Okay, activate this one, run this one, and you can see this time. So this is how, like, if one event you are going to use, then in that case it becomes necessary to check the other events. Okay, so once you get the error, or if you are not able to get the output, in that case you will be automatically able to understand what you have to do, so nothing to worry. Okay, it's easy. So now here you can see that I'm giving the vertical line. If you want to give the this line, this horizontal line, this is also possible. This also you can give. So here what you can do, that at last u line you can give. So this is for the horizontal line. Okay, or what you can do, you can write the right statement and you can psi u line. Okay, you have two way. Psi v line you can see here, vertical line, and for this psi u line. But if psi u line is like variable which is having the content as this value, okay, this value is having as a content, so it will just print. Okay, but the combination of both is, you can understand something like this u line. Okay, so if you are going to give the u line, you don't have to write it, you don't have to use the right statement. Okay, so I was using psi u line, you don't have to use this statement. So if you write this one or this one, both is same. Okay, I will just show you. Come over here, go back. First we will see with the u line, check the syntax. Now there is no problem. Activate it, press F8, run it. Okay, and just run. You can see that the u line is coming over here, that line is coming, correct? You can see that line is coming, there is no problem. Okay, now similarly, if you want to give the psi u line, okay, just comment this one, and here if you want to give the right u line, activate this one, activate, press F8, and you can see that you have the same effect, right? You will be having the same effect over here. So you can give the line like this. Okay, fine. So now one more thing I would like to discuss over here. You can see that here we are having some extra lines coming over here. This is the extra line which is coming. So you want to remove this line. So what you can do that, sorry, hello, someone is asking some question. Someone is asking some question. Are you there?
Sir, I think attendee 2 is on, is in not unmuted his mic. That's why.
Okay. Okay, fine. I have muted them. Now let's go ahead and here the psi uline, petty printer, check the syntax, activate this one, activate. Okay, so that is coming. So I want to remove that one. I don't want to get that one. Okay, that extra line I don't want to get. So what we can do that, you know, if you want to do with the help of uline, you can specify the length. Okay, so here the maximum length is 95, right? This is the 95. After this 95 I'm giving the psi v line, so 95 is my length, so I will just give 95 over here. Okay, so if you give 95, what will happen? This is not expected. Okay, statement is, just a second, let me check its syntax. So we can actually specify the length. Press F1, we'll be having some. So uline at position length. You can see this is the length. Length we can specify. This is at / position. Fine. So here come, and now it should not be any problem. So some space was required. Just I missed that one. Press F8 and press F8, and you can see that after 95, okay, just a second, I'll have to give in a different way. From 0 to 95, I'll have to tell from 0 to 95, I'll have to provide the space. Okay. Now it's not coming perfectly. It's coming after 95. After 95 characters, this is going to get displayed. My requirement is to display only within only up to 95 characters. Okay, so this is the length. That's fine. We are giving that one. You can see that this uline is having, if you go and check the documentation, this statement mainly has the same effect as the statement write line at / position, right? From which position, no gap. So at is also fine. Length, okay. Let me give one and I will try. F8. Yeah, now it's coming fine, but our data is not coming, right? Let me check why our data is not coming. Uline, this is okay. Activate this one. Activate. I don't know what is happening. If you are going to give this one, let me try with this. Okay, so I want to display right psi uline. Check the syntax. Activate this one. It is also having the same impact. Okay, what I will do that here it's not working, but I have another way also to do this one. What I will do, but here also we can do. I have done. I'm not able to do here. I'm not able to remember that how to do here, but we have another way also. I will check this one and I will let you know here also how we can do. Okay, just give uline over here. and it's fine. Another way what we can do that, see here we are having 95, right? So this is the maximum length 95 we are having. So here if you come for this report with, you can give the standard page heading. Okay, so you have the option called, you will get the syntax. Let me check it. So defining reduce list option, this list option, if you see, just let me copy this. So with the help of this list option, it is possible, no standard page heading. I will tell you what is this no standard page heading. Just comment this one. Line size. Here what you can do that, you can tell to the system the line size should be 95. So if you're going to give the line size 95, the output screen will be having, the length visible up to 95 only, other will be hidden. Okay, so just give the full stop over here, check the syntax, activate it and press F8. And this time if you will see that, this line is coming till here only, right? So here this is one way, like 95 if we're going to give, then the visible length, that's the line size. You can see the line size, the horizontally will be able to see up to 95 characters only, right? And that's what I'm doing over here. Maximum it is 95. So here you can see that 45, the meaning of 45 means from the beginning of the screen to 45. 65 means from beginning of the screen up to 65, from beginning of the screen of the 85. It is not like the from entire position, not like that, from very beginning. Okay, so this is one way. You can just try exploring yourself how you can do with the help of uline. It is possible to do. You can try with the various combination. Over here we are having the at, the slash, position, length, right? So it just gives that uh, at which position we want to write. Okay, then it gives the, I don't know about this one, this position, at position, length, no gap. Okay, you can try by checking over here how it's working, but generally what we use this U line, okay, to just draw a line. Okay. So this is one way here how we can do. Now this no standard page heading, here just you can come. So first I will disable this one and I will show you what is its meaning. Press F8 and here you can see this is the basic report, right? So this is known as the standard page heading. If you are going to, if you are going to remove this one, this no standard page heading, okay, then that standard page heading will not come. Okay, you can see that standard page heading is now not coming, only the by default heading by the system it's coming. Here also basic report was coming earlier, now it is not coming. So that's what. Here also for this, if you want to give the uline, you can give. Okay, similarly like just a
Hello.
second. Yeah,
After the right is end of selection.
see here. Okay, sorry, what you are telling, end of selection.
Yeah, in right after right statement on the after end of selection on right statement we can use
Right,
uline.
yeah, here we can use, and in beginning also we can use. No, actually I was thinking why that is not working, this one. Okay, this is supposed to work. So this I will check here. Here you can give this uline, right? Escape and escape, that's fine. And here also we can give, but okay, yeah, we have given that length, so it will come perfectly over here, the line. And v line also, if you want, you can give the v line over here, right? So the same you can copy from here, this 95. Color scheme also you can copy, right? So this material, after writing this material here, we can give this control V, and then after this 45, use this psi V line, right? Control V, give the comma, and then again this 65 psi V line, give the comma, and similarly 85 psi V line, paste it over here. Okay, 95 psi V line. This also will have to give, okay, in order to get the consistent output. So material type, color, let me give the color. What I will do, that I will write now, it's getting confusion over here. Color 6, give the color 6 over here for this material. Material type, control V, 65, remove this one, give the comma. Okay, industry sector, for this industry sector also we can use this color, give this color over here, and give the comma, 85 civilian. Now the material group, right? Press enter. The material group color one, I'll just copy this one and I will paste it. Okay, fine. Now it's perfect. Check the syntax now. There is no problem. Activate this one, activate, and now it will be aligned. So like that, there are many ways like that. You can see here no line is coming, correct? So this line also, what you can do, that after this to escape, before the loop, you can put this one, copy this u line and paste it. So just you can try doing the formatting, you will enjoy it. And you can just press F1. What are the different, there are so many different variant. You can just try, like write at, you have the at, slash, position, length. Okay, some of this I will tell you, this at, position and all. Okay, no gap, right? If you don't want to give any gap, it's so just you can check it if you want to give a quick info, right? So if you put the cursor over there, and if you want to get the quick info, then you will be able to get. Just try. I have not tried that one. Just by reading that, I'm able to feel like that. I have not tried. Okay. Press effect, and here you can see that now it is coming perfectly. Okay. Now this right, I will just show you some right variant and just comment this one. Okay. Here itself, maybe what I will do, that comment it over here, and I will show you some right variant. Right, at, suppose if you want to write at fifth character, means from beginning at fifth character you want to write, so write at 5, and here some at fifth char you can give, and you can just try, check it. activate it, activate, press F8, and you can see the from beginning the 5 space it has been left. Okay, similarly if you want to give some 20 space, you can check that, you can give it, press F8, you can see. So that is the uh, like, okay, right at. And another variant, so similarly you can also try, generally we don't use very much, okay, but at this at you can, maybe it may require, okay, this position, it tells about the position directly. You can uh, copy the example from here, okay. So here you can see the right, this 10 gap it is leaving, okay. If you are just giving the 10, so this is just telling you the position, okay, and on which position you are. So from beginning 10th position, 40 means from beginning 40th position. So this we have already seen, right? Right, no gap and gap. So if we're going to give this one directly, there will be no gap, and there will be no gap between no and gap right here. So like that you can just go and copy from here, and you can try looking yourself, because all the things is not possible here to cover. So just try yourself by going to the, just press F1, press, after pressing F1 you will be able to see the various option. Double click over here and go with the different option, like if you are interested to learn more, okay, and just quick info, you can see this is the quick info, right? So just you can copy from here directly. It's easy to practice this one. Even you will get some standard example also, okay. So that is standard example, if you want to check for that example, for here like this, for showing the height, the example is given over here. This is the example. So this is, you can see the list using colors. This is the example. You can go and just check how you can see the, these are the example given by the SAP itself, okay. So either you can go with the example over, double click over here, you can see that this is the example they have given under car ID, under con ID, right? So this is again, one of the nice representation. Just if we are going to give under car ID, under con ID, from, you don't have to do the alignment, automatically alignment will be done. So you will be having some basic idea over here. You can see the format color, right? If you want to do some color specifically, so format color, so different option is there. Generally means I have not used very much, okay. Mostly what we have used, that this write statement, like that. Color also is not very frequently used. This write statement is sufficient, okay. But if you want to learn in more detail, just you can press F1 and you can go there and you can learn. Fine, I have pasted over here from there, right, no gap. I just activate like this and press F8 and just run it. We can see that, you can see no gap, there is no gap is coming when you are giving no gap. Otherwise, if you don't give this gap, gap will come, right? Gap will, like that you can go and practice, see. Okay, moving ahead, let's move ahead. So this is about the write statement, okay. Now just let me enable it. Okay, let's come to the actual programming part. I will just cut this and I will paste it at last, or I will just remove it, not required. Check the syntax, activate it, fine. Now we want to do the validation, okay. Let's come to the actual programming. We want to do the validation. So what I want to do, that I'm pressing F8 over here. If someone is going to give by mistake some invalid number, right? This mtart is not present over there, okay. Some invalid number, they are going to give it over here, okay. Some invalid number. So, and if I press enter, it should tell me that this is the invalid number. Currently you can see that when I'm pressing enter, it's telling no record found. I don't want this one, no record found or something like that. I want system should tell me that, you know, this material type is not valid, please provide the valid material number. If I press enter, currently as per the program flow, you can see the program is flowing like this. Okay, select statement, if size of RC not equal to 0, you can see not equal to 0 because that material type does not exist, right? So size of RC not equal to 0, message no record found. Over here it's telling, instead of no record found, what I want to tell to the user the actual problem why this record is not found. So, and before that itself, before putting this large query, here we are getting the 5 data, right? So just what I'm trying to do over here, I will put the same select query but with different, you know, just I will copy this one and paste it over here. Okay, control V. So here this at selection screen, this event is used for the validation. So like if you want to validate your material type is not correct, under this at selection screen, you have to write the code, and the scope of this event will be from here to the next event. So what is my next event? Here you can see this is my next event. So all this will come under this at selection screen. I want to limit its scope from here to, you know, up to this statement only, so what I will do, that for the another statement I will start another event so that my scope will be limited. The start of selection. Okay, I will give the another event at you know, so a start of selection event, this is one another event. Okay, so generally this is the uh, sequence. Okay, load of program, initialization, at selection screen. Okay, and there is one more at selection screen output, and then a start of selection. So any event after this you can place, then between two events the previous event will be having the scope of that particular event. So this event, you know, so this event you are going to have, this particular event is having the scope till here only, because the next event is going to start from here. So if you want to limit the scope, you can specify the another event. Okay, you can specify the another event, then what will happen, that your previous event will be having the limited scope. Fine, come over here now, and I want to check my material type exists or not. So I'm just going to, you know, select right over here single, or just I want to check whether that material type is there or not, at least one material type. Okay, so for checking that one directly, what you can do, all these things is not required. Okay, I just want to check about the material type. So select single MTART, right? From Mara into table. Table is also not required. Just I want to check whether that particular material type is correct or not. So from Mara into, you'll have to give LV underscore. Table is not required. You require some work area, right? So this is my work area, or this is my, you know, variable. So LV underscore mtart, I'm just going to define it a single variable, LV underscore mtart type mtart. Okay, so this is one variable I have, because a single, you know, single value I'm just getting, so one single variable will be sufficient to store this data, right? So LV mtart, check the syntax. Okay, and here you can see that I have not declared some work area or something like that. It is a single, you know, single component it is having. I have not declared any structure or something like that. It is of type component. Okay, so it's easy, right? So if size of RC is going to be equal to 0, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to fetch this material type from this Mara, okay? And if it is available, then it will be coming over here, and size of RC is going to be set as 0, okay? So if size of RC not equal to 0, just I will tell to the user that, please provide the valid material type, okay? And I'm going to give the information to the user, okay? And just I will exit, okay? Just activate this one, activate, press F8, okay? And press enter now. Breakpoint, you are able to see that breakpoint got triggered. This is a hard coded breakpoint, okay? I have just written it over, so everywhere if I forget to give over here, it will work, okay? But in real-time development, once your development gets completed, we are supposed to remove this breakpoint. Otherwise, every time it will stop over there and user will get irritated, okay, and he will complain you. So we don't have to give this breakpoint over there. Once your development and everything, testing and all is completed, you have to remove all such kind of hard-coded breakpoint, okay? Now press F6. See here, you can see the 0. That means this is a valid material, so there is no problem. It will go ahead and it will display the data, okay? But you can see here that it has not displayed any data. Why? What's the reason? It has not displayed any data. If the material type is, we will see. I will show you that part why it has not displayed. But let's give some different value. AJK is not a valid material. Press enter and you can see that the size of RC is 4. What's the meaning of 4? That means this material type which I have provide over here under this parameter p underscore mtart, right? This is the parameter only, which from where I'm passing the value from the selection screen. And if you see that size of RC is 0, so now it will come and it will give you the message, right? Please provide the valid material. Please provide the valid material type, okay? And now you realize that you have given some wrong material, okay? And you are just going to exit. You can see that control has come to this exit and it will just exit from here, okay? And just from exit it is coming to the startup selection, and from here also it is exiting. You can see this control is telling that it's going back. This a small arrow, one more arrow is there, you can see. So this arrow is telling you are going back, okay? So this you understood. Now the thing is, you want here, like from that statement itself, right? From that statement itself, you don't want to come to this exit, and suppose you have written some statement over here, you have written some more statements, select, read, or whatever. If you have written some statement, you feel that you don't want to go on to that statement, means you are very strict. Even if you are very strict that if the if if the invalid material type is there, we don't have to go further. You are very strict, okay? So in that case, what you can do, instead of showing the information message, okay, you can give the error message. So as soon as system will encounter the error message, it will not go ahead even a single line further. Even it will not come to this exit. Automatically program will terminated and it will go there. Means the control will be there on the selection screen itself. I will show you. Press F8 and give some value over here. Press enter, F6, and you can see that is the invalid material type, right? That's why the size of RC is 4. Come over here, and as soon as F6 you will press, or F5, you can see that no exit, nothing has come over there, and it is telling please provide the valid material type. Until and unless you will give the correct material type, you will not be able to go ahead, okay? You will not be able to go ahead. So I'm going to give this FERT, okay? Or suppose if your error is such a way that you feel that if you want to, if you want to, you know, go back, you want to terminate the complete program, okay, you want to abort the complete program, you know, you realize that no, this is a very severe error, and you know, it's not good to go, it's not good to go ahead at all, means this program should completely terminate, then what you can do, that you can give the terminate. This is the abort error type A. So these are the different types of error. You can see that now if I come over here and press F8, press F8, okay, okay, I have given the correct material type, that's why give some wrong material type, okay, press enter and press F6. You can see the size of our is 4, and it will just terminate and go back. It will just please provide the valid material type. You can see that it's a shine for abort, you know, it's just aborting. It will just go back to the initial screen. Click on this exit and you can see that it has come directly to the beginning. So like that you can abort your transaction or abort your program. Okay, so this is the abort. Another message type, you have the warning message type. Okay, so in the case of warning message type, what it will do, that it will take you to the same screen and it will allow you to correct the error. Okay, it will allow you to correct the error. So what will happen, that I'll just show you. Control D, come over here and give the warning W over here. Message type warning. Press F8, and it's the valid material type, so you will not be able to, you can see FEIT is the valid material type, so you will not be able to get this message. Give some invalid one. 1938 I'm giving. This is a material type which is not a valid material type, right? You can see the 4, and once you come over here, the warning, what it will do, that you know, just put the breakpoint over here. I will show you how it's going to be. It's giving you the warning, it will give you the warning. Press F6 and you can see that it has come, the control has come to the screen. On this particular selection screen, it is providing you the option to correct the data, right? It is providing you the option to correct the data over here. Okay, so just I'm going to correct this data. Again press enter. Okay, and you can see now again from the beginning it is coming. So it's just a warning, it gives you the warning, right? It gives you. So what is the difference between information message and warning, right? The difference between information message and warning is that if we're going to give the here wrong value, for example 1938, right, and if you have enabled the information message, then what will happen, that control will not go back, control will not go back. Okay, what I mean to tell, just give the wrong value over here and press enter, press F8, and you can see just I'm clicking on this okay continue button. So when I click on the continue button, the control will keep on flowing. Means if I click on this continue button, you can see the control was here, right? Control means cursor, means program control. This is my program control. You can see this small arrow here. First it was on message, now it has come to the exit, means it didn't go back, right? It didn't go back because of, because I have written this exit statement, that's why it is coming out. Okay, but in case of warning, what happens, that automatically control will go back, automatically control will go back. You don't have to write this exit statement. I will just show you. Press F8, come over here, and if you come to this warning, press enter and press F6, right? And here you can see the warning is there, type W. Press F6 and you can see automatically it has come, right? There is no option you have to go ahead. It is telling you to correct the error. Once you correct the error, then you can go ahead, right? Or even if you are not going to correct the error, it's going to again start from the beginning, right? Again you are going to start from the beginning. Okay, just to press enter and you can see uh, sorry, yeah, so here you can see that you can correct the error. It will actually not go from the beginning, but you can just correct the error and press enter. You can see that, you know, here it is coming onto this exit statement. So what's the difference between information and warning? Information message will not allow, when their control will be there, it will not allow the to correct the error, but in case of warning you will be able to correct the error, right? So you can see that this 1938, it's there. I'm pressing the enter over here, press F8 once again, and you can see because of the wrong because of the this is just warning. And if you have not doing anything over here, right, if you are not doing anything over here, it's just giving the warning. Warning means just you check and you realize, no, my material type is correct, there is no problem, right? You realize that my material type is just imagine a scenario where, you know, whatever the you have entered the data, that is the correct data. So just it is telling you the warning, it is not stopping you. And if you once again press F8 or enter, what it will do, it will start executing from that point onwards. It will not execute from beginning. But if we're going to change something over here, right, if you just do some changes over here and press enter, it will start from beginning. Okay, so that's the difference between information message and the warning message. Just I will list it, note it down over here for better understanding, right? So let me do one thing. So all the different messages is having the different significance, and both and those are having the different use also. Okay, so information message, and then we are having the warning message. So in information message, what you have, it gives the information and program flows, okay, as usual. Means it will not terminate. Okay, it will not terminate, and and it will not give you the option to correct the to correct or to change, actually to change the value on selection screen. Okay, it will not give you the option. But in warning message, what will happen, that it gives you the message, right, and it enables the selection screen to enter the new value. Okay, enter the new value. So if you realize that value is correct, then what you can do, then you can press F8, or just to press enter, you can press enter. Okay, or press F8, just check with this F8. Okay, let me check. Go here, press enter, warning is there, press F8. Okay, 1938, press enter, F8. You can see this warning is coming. I'm now pressing the F8 over here. Okay, okay, so you don't have to, if you are going to press F8 again from beginning, it will start. right? So you must have to press enter. If you are going to press the enter, from that particular place only it will start, right? So keep this thing in mind. So come over here. So if it is not, if you realize that value is correct, then you can press enter and it will move ahead from the previous step. Okay, so it will not rerun the step. Okay, if you are going to, if you are going to correct the, if you are going to, and if you are correcting the data, okay, if you realize that no, the data is not correct, if you are correcting the data and press enter, then what will do that, because data you have corrected, so if you press enter, then it will run from beginning, then it will run from beginning. Okay, so this is one important point. Information message and warning message. Come over here, we have some another stuff also. What's the difference between the error message and information message? Okay, or error message and warning message. So just I will tell you the difference between error message and information message. Later you another difference you can yourself decide. Okay. Information message and warning message. Sorry, information message and error message. So in error message, you must have to correct the error. There is no other way. You must have to correct the error. Otherwise, you cannot move ahead without correcting the error, right? Just once again, you go over here, come to this E and come to this I. So first I will show you with this E. You have just seen it, that if I'm going to give some different error, you can see that, press F8 and you can see here it has come. And if you again press enter, again it will go to that point itself. Every time it will go and it will tell you to correct the error. Until and unless you correct the error, you will not be able to move ahead. You must have to correct the error every time. Program runs from beginning, okay, every time program runs from beginning when you press enter. So when you press every time program runs from beginning when you press enter. From beginning means what? From beginning means at selection screen. Means at the control goes to the at selection screen. Whatever the code is there at selection screen, from there it runs beginning. Okay, here also in that sense only I am telling, right? In that sense, then the run from the beginning means at selection screen, because the enter, whenever you press the enter, your at selection screen events get triggered. That's the meaning. Come over here. In information message, it is not the case, right? You can simply copy this one, this, and just paste it over here. So in information message, even if you don't correct the error, the program flow will continue. It will keep on executing. It will here it is coming out because I have written the execution exit, right? So you have to explicitly handle this exit. If you realize that no, you don't have to go ahead, you have to write exit. Or if you just think that it is just for information purpose, there is no more problem, right? There is no more problem, right? You have a scenario like that, the coming logic. Here in this particular logic, there is no meaning to move ahead, because you are not going to get the data. That's why I'm getting exit, right? So that's the things about message. About message, here itself I will just write about the about message. The about message is nothing but it is same as the error message only, but in error message you will be there on the same screen, right? But in abort message your complete program gets terminated. Okay, in abort message your complete program gets terminated. That's the main point. Okay, just I will write it over here. Error message, abort message. As soon as this abort message encounters program, come out from the flow, come out from the flow and go to the initial SAP screen. Initial SAP screen. Fine. So you got some idea. There are more message type, different other message type also. One is the successful message type. If you want to display that everything is fine and everything got successful, you got the successful data, right? So generally you can give the successful message at last. So once you give the successful message, I will show you how it's going to behave. Okay, fine. Come over here and control D. I'm just control D and comment this E. Now give the type S. S means successful. Okay, S means successful. So here let me do one thing. In exit part I will do, in the else part I will give the successful message. It will be a better, right? If everything is going to be fine, means if I'm getting the data over here, I will just going to give over here that please provide the valid uh, entered material type is entered material type is perfect. Just I want to show you over here. Activate this one, and here also I'm going to give some a statement. Let me give the breakpoint, hard breakpoint over here. Okay, and I will show you the program will either stop here itself or it will go ahead. Let's observe that one. Press F8 and press enter. Okay, you can see at selection screen got triggered. Press F6, right? And here that is the correct data, so it will come into this part, that inter material type is perfect, right? And you can see the program is getting flowed. It is not stopping or it is not giving any pop-up. It's keep on continuing, and you will come over here also, right? No, you can see that entered material type is perfect, right? So here what happens actually, let me activate once again, and here also a start of selection we have already put the breakpoint. So what we have observed over here, with our observation we have seen that the successfully message got encountered, but whatever in this particular at selection screen event was there, it got in that scope what it was there, it was just keep on executing in this particular at selection screen block, right? So just activate. So that's fine, means what I mean to say, it will not interrupt your execution, the flow will keep on going, right? So if you are going to press F8, what it will do in this case, it will execute this start of selection event also, because I have pressed F8. When you are going to press F8, the complete program event is going to trigger. All the program event is going to get triggered in case of in case if we are going to press F8. F8 means complete execution. If we're going to press enter, that means only at selection screen event is going to get triggered, right? So F8 means complete event is going to get triggered in sequence, whatever the sequence is there. But when you are pressing enter, only this particular is going to trigger. I have pressed F8 this time, and you can see that this time you can see the message, it is fine, it is coming ahead, and I have put the breakpoint. You can see that because the start of selection was there, again it is coming and it will go directly to this start of selection over here, right? Because I have pressed F8. So if you press enter, Okay, so this you understood what is the meaning of enter and effect. I will just note it down over here. So if you press F8 over here, complete program will be executed, with all the events. Okay, but if you press enter, only at selection screen event will be triggered. Okay, so just it will check for the validation, right? Fine. So you understood this concept now. Okay, let's move ahead. The message type we have completed. Now one important part what I'm going to show you over here, that suppose if you have to display one radio button. Okay, here you can see the parameter and select option is there. I have two option over here, right? Yesterday when I was using the select option, I faced one issue yesterday, right? That this ERSDA in this was not working, right? uh, Let me put the breakpoint over here, activate this one. Once I will show this one and then I will go ahead. Okay, so here I'm not passing anything over here. So if we're not passing in select option anything, it will consider everything. Okay, all the data it will consider if you're not going to pass anything over here, right? So press F8 and you can see that, press F8 and here press F8 once again, and you can see if you press F6 IT underscore Mara 526, all the records with every validity period with this material type, based upon this condition, it has fetched, right? Because nothing is there in this, you can see it's blank. In select option it's blank, right? So if it is blank, select option is blank, then it's going to consider all the date range, all the time range, all the days it will consider. Okay, that's one point. Another point, yesterday I was trying to give this greater than or equal to sign. You can see whatever, if even if I have done anything, if okay, you can see that this add selection screen event is getting triggered, right? So here greater than or equal to, I'm just giving 1/6/2020, right? So I'm trying to get only this data greater than 1/6/2020. Press F8. Okay, press F6 and here you can see that this is fine, that is the correct. Press F8. Okay, and press F6. This is the data IT underscore Mara. Here you can see 462. Yesterday it was not coming, today it is coming. Why? Okay, why it is coming today? I don't know why it's coming. Okay, I also don't know, because this is the way I know it is. Yesterday it was not coming, but after the class when I tried, it was coming. Okay, so at that particular moment, why it was not coming, I was doing some mistake or something else, but I don't remember. It was the same syntax, right? It was the same syntax I was using, but it was giving 0 records. Okay, so it was working after the class, and this is the way how we do. So select option, if we're having the select option over there, we just have to use the in, other thing system will take care, right? So only one point what you have to consider over there, suppose, I will tell you that point. Sometimes you'll have to write over here the contains pattern instead of in, you'll have to write cp. You'll have to write the cp contains pattern, this you will have to write. But in most of the cases you are going to use the in only. Okay, in most of the cases you are going to use the in only. That part I will show you in the coming classes, or just remember. Okay, this is not the correct example over here to show, or maybe what I can do. Okay, I will show that one in coming classes. Let's uh, stop over here, and I will just show you some quick other information, other part of the programming over here, that I want to display the radio button. Here you can see we are having the two options over here to fetch the data for this material, right? One is material type, another is creation date. Okay, here based upon the material date, here based upon the creation date, I want, I want to get based upon only one, either on the material type or either on the creation date. Okay, I want only to get based upon the material type or based upon the creation date. So I'm willing to give two radio button. Okay, and here, here you can see it's a technical name is coming, right? Technical name. If you want to give the some descriptive name over there, that also is possible to give. So how to do? Here, p underscore mtart parameter select option, right? Go here into this go to and click on this text elements or directly press F5. Go to the selection text, come over here, you can see the p underscore mtart. You can give the material type, material type, sorry, material type, and here we have the creation date. Save it, activate it, just go back, and now it looks good. And if you press F8, you can see the material type and creation date is coming. Okay, now two radio button I want to give. Let me give the quickly two radio button over here. So in beginning, I would like to give over here. So the parameters, the radio button is also a parameter only. Okay, so R B underscore based upon what? Based on material type. So empty just I am going to give material type. M for material, T for type. B O or B O just I'm going to remove empty. Okay. So RB means radio button underscore material type. Type char1 you will have to give, and then you'll have to specify the radio button group. So whenever you are going to create the radio button, you must have at least two radio button, then only the meaning of radio button is there. So radio button always come in a group. Only one button you can select at a time. This is a property of a radio button, right? So radio button group, I'm just going to give ABC. Then another radio buttons, RB underscore, creation date. So CD I'm just giving type char1, right? And radio button group, and the same group you'll have to give. Okay, so both the radio button will come under the same group. So here activate this, and now just if you run it, you can see the radio button material type, radio button creation date. So when I select this radio button material type, only this material type should be visible. If I'm going to select the second one, only this creation date should be visible, and I will be able to supply the data into, and if you have like if you are going to give one more option over here, maybe based upon both the criteria, right? That also if you want to keep, then you can add that functionality, uh, both. So I'm going to give one more radio button over here, parameters over here, RB underscore or L type char1 radio button ABC. So like that also you can give. And if we're going to activate this one, 3. So if we're going to select this 3, everything should be enabled. Okay, everything should be enabled. So first I will do what I will do, that I will show you the first functionality, how you can achieve, right? This first one, first we will see, and then after you will have to implement the third one. Okay, fine. So today we will stop here itself, and tomorrow we will see the dynamic selection screen. Okay. On YouTube also, the 3 ways I have described over there, the same thing I'm going to describe over here, but with one way only, the simple way. What is the easiest way? It is there. We will see over here. Okay, and the most popular way we will see in tomorrow class. Hope in today's class you have learned something regarding the message type, how to how the different sequence works over here, right? And how the program flows good. Okay, some syntax and how you can, do yourself some experiment. Okay, that is important. Try to do. There are so many things in ABAP. It's the ocean, right? There are so many things. So if you know how to read yourself, that's a good, that's a very good. One more thing here, I would like to share you just quickly. We have some 1 or 2 minute time. You can see here the material type I am getting from the Mara table into LV underscore material type, right? And here this material type, I've defined this material type like this, MTAG, right? Similarly, if you want to get this one single material number also, MATNR, okay? So instead of defining the structure directly, you can define one more material number variable. Come over here and give the data LV underscore MATNR type MATNR. Okay, and this LV underscore MATNR, come over here, and here also you can give. Okay, but it will not take directly. You'll have to put into a bracket. Here also you'll have to give the bracket, and in between this you'll have to give a comma. Okay, so instead of defining a structure, because two value you are getting, right? So generally we define the work area, correct? So if you don't want to define the work area directly, you want to get the data into a variable, right? It will be handy also. So sometimes it becomes, you don't have to declare one variable, first a structure, get the data into a structure, then you are going to get into the variable, right? So in that, like more field also you can include, and you can give here in the comma directly. It will directly go into that particular variable, and you can use for your purpose. Okay, so this is one more thing just I wanted to share with you. With this, I will stop our today's class. Okay, and let's meet tomorrow. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Okay, and you can see that the material number you are is, see, both were here Matner I'm selecting, and here MTAR. So in the same sequence it will come. Why it's coming wrongly over here? Because this material number, this MTAR is coming in this material number, right? And this a material number is coming into MTAR. So that's the wrong thing, right? So the sequence I'll have to correct. If you correct the sequence, you will get the correct data. Okay, come over here and I will correct the MTAT is MTAT, Matner is Matner. Here it's fine. Here it should be Matner, or just you will have to change the sequence over here. But from performance point of view, right, because this is a Mara table, so material number is the first field. So keep it first here in beginning only, and here you change the sequence. That will be, so we are having the two option, right? Either you would have put the material type over here, right? That would be also working, but that's not the good practice. It should be in the sequence as a standard practice. From the performance point of view, check the syntax now also, and from performance and from readability point of view also, right? It will be more readable if we're going to put the material number over here, and from performance point of view also. Now you will see that it will give you the correct result over here. Now there is, you can see FEIT now, and the material number is perfectly coming, right? Okay, fine then. Let me check if some query or question. If you have, there is no question, no query. Let's stop over here. Fine. Let's meet,
Assignment.
yeah, I'm just going to that.
Hi, Pankaj.
Yeah, yes, Srinivas, yeah.
Hello, Pankaj. We have one discussion is going on. No, yesterday I asked one question, two questions for me.
Which question? On WhatsApp you have
D,
sent?
D, D, and yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So I have not worked on the real time on that particular topic, but what I know about that topic, that the clear and clean design, right? This was test oriented development. Okay, test oriented development. What was the name of that? You remember?
Test-driven development.
TDD, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, full form TDD.
Test-driven development.
Yeah, test driven development, right? Yes. So I have heard about the term in the training, okay, test driven development, but I have not worked on this. So what actually I know about this one, so whatever the development you are just going to do, this is going to be, specific to the test cases. Suppose if you have some 10 test case, like your user requirement, you want to, let's suppose he just want to add two numbers and he wants to get the result, right? Adding two numbers and get the results. So you know what the people will do, simply he will get the parameters, right? Parameters p underscore val1 type char1 or char10, whatever. Okay. So character data type also support the arithmetic operation. That's why I'm taking the character data type p underscore val2 type. But if arithmetic operation is there, it's always better to get the integer data type. Though character operation supports character data type, though data type supports the arithmetic operation, but it's better to use the numeric data type from performance point of view. Okay, so I'm just taking the integer over here as a better practice because I know I have to sum these two numbers. Okay, so here just sum lv underscore some variable is there, lv underscore sum equal to p underscore val 1 plus p underscore val 2. Now what will happen in the test oriented development, that I'm not going to use that validation and all. Okay, this validation I will not use because I'm not bothering about the validation and all. Okay, all the extra feature I'm not bothering. What the user requirement is to take the two numbers and get the results. So I'm going to just add this two number and going to show the result. If he is going to provide, it's his responsibility, but he has given the requirement that please check the number if it is valid or not. Please check the number, then I'm going to use this validation. Means whatever he is going to tell me, that much only I'm going to do. I'm not going to put my extra mind over there. That's the test driven development, what I know and what I understand. Okay, any other question?
Without any user without providing any user inputs, by the time you were not adding anything.
Yes, this is my understanding about
Whatever,
yeah.
whatever they give the data type also, that one only you will implement.
A data type he might not be able to give you, but he will give you the, like, he will just tell you, I want I will be providing two numbers, okay, and I want to get the result. So data type you will have to decide. Okay, but the
Okay.
extra functionality validation and all means in this case,
Okay.
if your test case has been designed like that, you are not going to put some extra functionality or extra thing over that. Just test oriented development, it is like whatever the test case has been defined based upon, just you are going to uh, get your development successfully passed. This is your intention.
Okay. One more clean code concepts means
Same,
what is the clean code concept here?
it is the same, because see, if you're not going to put the extra validation, right, you don't have the extra code over here. So if you don't have the extra code over here, that means it is going to be clean, right? It's
Yes, yes.
going to be clean. So both is same, TDD and the clean code concept. Clean code concept. So in your project, are you going to work on this? Is it?
Just they are asking yesterday questions. This type of questions in my project. I am in bench now.
Okay. So in some interview question, right?
Yes. They are asking. Please look into this type of uh, answers into the Google, and I will conduct the interview on Friday. They told me.
Okay.
The client call.
Okay. Fine. So you can also try searching on the Google or some YouTube. Maybe you will be having some better idea about this. Okay. This is what my understanding about this test driven development, you know, but better you can just, it will be good. You got some basic idea, and now on top of it, test driven development. Test driven development. Okay. So Wikipedia link is there. Introduction to test driven agile data. Okay, what is a test driven development tutorial with example? Better, I think you can go through the YouTube. Maybe you will be able to understand over there. Someone would have prepared about this test driven development approach. First, the test is developed, which specifies and validates what the code will do. Okay. In simple terms, test cases are created before code is written. The purpose of TDD is to make the code cleaner, simple, and bug-free. Test-driven development starts with designing and development tests for every small functionality of an application. Okay. Test-driven development starts with designing and developing tests for every small functionality of an application. TDD instructs developers to write new code only if an automated test has failed. This avoids duplication of code. The full form of TDD is test-driven development. Just you can learn. I also don't know very much in detail. Okay, just I have told you based on my understanding. So it's better to go through this stuff. Business analysis, test-driven development tutorial, development, test-driven deployment. They have given some example. Okay. I think YouTube will be better. From there, you will be able to understand. So go there and try to check over there. Okay, let me go to the now. Any other
Okay,
question?
Pankaj, I will.
Yeah. Because I also don't know much about this. It's just based upon my understanding, what I understood from the training, okay, and the basic discussion. But maybe I may be wrong also. So to understand in the detail, I would suggest you to go to the YouTube or just learn yourself. Okay, just try to explore yourself. Fine. So
Okay, Pankaj.
yeah.
Okay, Pankaj.
Okay. Any other doubt? We are having. Okay. So the today's assignment. In today's assignment, I will give you a report, insert table operation, collect field symbol. Yesterday I have created one more, no? Yeah, here. Report already we are having with report over there. Okay, no problem. I'll put it. So this was regarding the basic report. Okay. Now what you can do, the validation in basic report. So validation will be there same as in select basic report or interactive report. Same it is going to be. So activity 1, what you'll have to do that. What you do on selection screen, what you have got over here, AURT and creation date, right? So this validate when user press enter, validate the sales order type. So AUART is the sales order type, right? You can go and check /n SC11 AUART. sales document type. Okay, sales order, sales document, both is same. Okay, so when user press enter, validate the sales order type whether it is correct or not. Okay, so how we will validate? So it's better to check from the check table, right? So okay, so instead of here you can see that I was taking the data from the material number, right? I was checking from the Mara table. Tomorrow I will tell you what would have been the better way. This was not the best way what I have done over here, right? What I have done over here, this is not the best way. Instead of Mara table, what I could have done, go here in the Mara table and check with the check table, because there you will be able to see all the required entry. Come into this material type, right? Go into this input help or check. This is the table T134. So instead of getting the data from the Mara table, I could have taken from this particular table. Okay, and I would have validated, because all the material type will be there in this table. So if some material type is not there in this table, that the meaning of that means you don't have, your material type is invalid material type. Okay, invalid material type. So this would have been also an approach, right? But that would have been showing you only the, your material type is valid or not. Correct. Here it is showing for this particular material type if you have the data or not, right? So if your material type is invalid, then of course you will not be having the data, right? Of course you will not be having the data. So it's always better to use this approach, use this table. Here you will be having the entry also less, number of material type will be also less, because the table is starting with T, and whenever any table is starting with T, it's a customizing table. Okay, just remember. And in customizing table, generally you are going to have the less amount of record, very less amount of record. So tomorrow I will just tell everyone that not to use this Mara when doing the validation. It's better to use this particular table, T134, what it was there. So just remember, tomorrow I will just keep this point in mind and show them, tell them. Okay, fine. So you also, what you can do, that go to SC11 and you have the table BBAK is the table from where you are getting the data. Come to this AUART, somewhere it is there, AUART. This, go to this input help or check and check the validation with this. Okay, here order type, it will be less amount of data, but if you go in VBAK table, you will be having the large amount of data. In VBAK table, in TVAK table, you will be having less amount of data, very less amount of data. Okay, because it's a customizing table. You can see only 190 records. So in real-time production system also will be having less, very less in compared to the actual the actual transaction data. So it is a customizing data. Material type will be, you can so some specific material types, and it contains only the material type.